So hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a long since I have not created any content. So today I'm thinking of creating something for pagination, like how we can implement pagination using Supabase REST APIs. We do not need to do any coding and all. So I will be showing you the Postman and how we can integrate, like how requests will go in and what data should receive in the front end and how they should use to show this. As well as I will be showing you some documentation for Postgres, which is the backend, or you can say the heart and soul of the Supabase REST APIs. So let's get started. So I have a project here. You can see right now it's exceeding the usage limit. So I have been pushing the I have a project here. You can see right now it's exceeding the usage limit. So I have been pushing the limit of Supabase a lot. So let me just show you the table that I have. I have a products table. I have a products big table. So the products table have around 5,000 records. The products big table have around 5 million records, and that's why I'm exceeding the usage limit, which is 0.5. I'm at 0.603 right now. So after this, I will obviously delete the data, but for now, let's see what we will go to the settings and go to the data API. So for the REST API, you can check my previous video. I will add the iCard over here, so you can check that out first, and then you can come back here how we can implement pagination service without writing any edge function or something. So this is the URL that Supabase provides us, and then for the REST APIs, it gets appended with /rest slash v1, I guess. You can check that in the documentation, or wait, or you can check that in my previous video as well. I have the Postman setup with me, so I will just share it with in a while. So you can just copy this and can also copy this to move along with me if you want to. Otherwise, wait, let me show you the Postman now. So this is the Postman that I have. Let me hide the noise. So this is the first API that you have. This is the URL that I copied from there, and then slash v1 should be appended. And then this is the name of the table that we have. So I will remove all the other things right now. And then I have this in header. You can set the API key, like you need to set this to access the API. So this is basically NN key that you can get from the database settings. So let me show you the preview. Let's hit this first. So when we hit it, we got around 1.25 second delay, which was like 1 second was for waiting only, like handshakes and all. So we got around 1,000 results. That's the maximum that Supabase can throw at once. You can change that setting in going to the settings, but this is not the goal here. So let's not focus on this. So basically our API is working. Now what we need to do is we need to implement infinite scroller in front end, let's say, or any kind of pagination. So in pagination you will wait. Let me share you my other screen. Yeah. So I have also a few small thing. Wait. Let me share you my other screen. Yeah, so I have also a few small thing ready with me. So like you can see it here. This is our front end. This is our backend, which is basically Supabase REST APIs. So whenever we want to like show the list of something, so the list. So let's say we have products, so list of products. So the API would be going to slash get slash products with these query parameters, which is limit equal to 10, offset equal to 20. So offset will be 0 for the initial request. So the query will look something like this: limit equal to 0 and offset equal to 10. Let's say like offset equal to 0, limit is equal to 10. Let's say we want to fetch the first 10 records. So this will be the query. So what will happen is, so this is our big chunk. And now let's say these are all the rows. So let's say these are divided into 10 rows. So let's say this is first 10 row, this is second 10 rows, this third 10 row, this is fourth 10 row. So what will happen is this this becomes like, if we assume the index to start from 0, then it becomes 0 to 9. Let me type it here. Then this becomes 10 to 90, and then this becomes 20 to 29, and this becomes 30 to 30. All right. So these are all the chunks. So in pagination, what we want to do is we want to fetch these chunks whenever user demands it. So let's say we first get 10 record, then the other 10 record, then other 10 record, then other 10 record. So the query will be modified. So the query is currently limit equal to 10. So these are all the chunks. So in pagination, what we want to do is we want to fetch these chunks whenever user demands it. So let's say we first get 10 record, then the other 10 record, then other 10 record, then other 10 record. So the query will be modified. So the query is currently limit equal to 10, offset equal to 0. So let's try to hit this first so that we have a better idea of what I'm saying. So let's move to our Postman. Now as you can see my Postman, we will just hit with limit equal to 10 and offset is 0. So let's hit it. So as you can see, we got the first 10 products like from ID 1 to ID 10. So this is the way you can get the first 10 records. Now let's see what the query will be for next 10 records. So I'm back at my eraser. So for the next 10 records, the query will be something like offset should start after 10. Limit will be same, like we want 10 records, but we want to start it from the 10th record, like after the 10th record. So let me go to Postman and let's see what we got now. So as soon as I shift the offset to 10, it gives me from ID 11 to ID 20, which was expected. So as the in the same way you can get for the other items. 30. So now the thing is like we have 5,000 records. So our front end need to show a list of pages, like how many pages are possible overall. So for that, Supabase provides us like we want to know the count. So there are two ways. First, we can like get the count and then use it, or we can get the count in this query itself. So let me show you how we can get it. So let's say this is the first query where offset is 0, limit is 10. All right, wait first let me show you what I'm talking about so that it is very easier for everyone to grasp. So like in our front end we need to like let's say this is application, this is the front end, and then here we are showing the list of records. Let's say not disturb this. Let's say we are showing records. All right. So here we need to show the list of pages like page 1, page 2, page 3, something like that. All right. So let's say this is front end, like something looking like this, and then we want to show n. So basically n is the number of pages that we can have. So for this we need to get the number of count, then divide it by limit. So now the current limit is 10. So if current limit is 10, if we want to get the n, if we have the count, let's say we have count as 1000, then we obviously can get the value of n, which is basically 1000 divided by 10. So basically we will have 100 pages and this value becomes 100. All right. So we have this, we have limit, we have these pages. Now we want to get the count so that we can get the final page. We can show the array of pages that are possible. So now let's move to Postman. I will just zoom in a little bit more. Now for getting the count, there is an header which you can pass. That is, for getting the count, you can pass the prefer, then count equal to, there are three values: exact, planned, and estimated. So I will tell you I will tell you what all these means. For now we can get the exact value, and as soon as I hit the API, you can just go to headers. You can see like I am getting the content, like there is a header which is named with content hyphen range, where the value is 0 to 9 slash 5000. So how we can decode this? Let me move back to the eraser. So what we have header, which is basically content range which whose value is like 0 to 9 5000. So this is the value. So we can easily get the headers. So from the header we can parse this content range header, and we will get this value 0 to 9 5000. This will be a string. Then we can just split this string between two, which will become like split by slash. So this will give us two values, 0 to 9 and then 5000. So this is the total count that we have. So basically this will sit in here, like count will be 5000. Now for total number of pages you just need to write something like count divided by the limit that we have. So now this number comes out to be 500. So now we know what is the last page. So if let's say user jumps between the pages, so what will the query be? We can easily write the query by, let's say user goes to the last page, which will be around, which will be something like 490 to 499. All right. So obviously there will be almost zero, like not here, basically 4990 to 4999. So now the query, the set, like the set that we want to get is this set. Like the query will be something like limit is 10, but the offset will be 49. So if we hit this, let's say, let's try to hit this, like limit is 10, offset is 4990. I will share my key. Yeah, so we're talking about, let's go to body, offset is 499. If I hit this, we get the data from 499 to 5000. So this is the way which you can get the, like if user clicks on any of the page number that is in middle of it, you can just calculate these values and can just hit the API with it. So now I was gonna tell the difference between the count, exact, and all. So from where, like, what is the source of this information? The source is Postgres, which I told at the beginning is the heart and soul of the REST API. So this is the service that basically creates the REST APIs out of the Postgres. Like it is pretty production grade service which is used in production, and which is a very beautiful way to like create or to provide the APIs from our Postgres database. I have used this a lot. It's super useful. So now what I was checking, you can find out each and everything here, like content range, all those things. So I was gonna tell about the count. So there are three types of count, which is exact, planned, estimated. You can read from the documentation. I will just add the link in the description. But so for now, if I just show you practically what all right. So now I will show you the source from where it is coming out. Like this is the Postgres, which basically is a service, open source service that provides REST APIs from your Postgres instance. This is pretty standard, pretty much production grade service, which is used at a lot of places. I have used this personally a lot of times. So here you can just. So now I will show you the source from where it is coming out. Like this is the Postgres, which basically is a service, open source service that provides REST APIs from your Postgres instance. This is pretty standard, pretty much production grade service, which is used at a lot of places. I have used this personally a lot of times. So here you can just find out each and everything that I talked about, like content range and the query parameters, the limit offset. All of these are here. The range headers, how we can use them. So now I was gonna tell you about the count. So there are three types of count values that we can get. Basically, exact, planned, estimated. You can read about them in the documentation what these three means to you, like what these three means theoretically. I will just show you an demo of it. So let's move to the Postman now. So all right, we are back to Postman. Now I have it count equal to exact. I will show you the header. So the in the header we are seeing like the total count is 5000. If I do planned, still it is 5000. If I do estimated, still it is 5000. So there is no change in these three for small tables. But let's say we have a table that I show you, which is like products big. So I have the query for that as well. So this is my products big table. I have everything set up. So now I will just hit the exact one. So as soon as I hit the exact value, the query will take a lot of time. Like it shows me directly like there is an internal server error. We cannot process this because Supabase have some limitation on timeouts and all. So 5 million records cannot be fetched. Like basically it is counting to the last row and then showing us the count. So which is not at all recommended. So that's why they provide us other two values, which is estimated. So if we hit the estimated, you see the query gives response in like around real time. And now you can see this is not 5 million, but really close to that number. So this can be used where the query, like the data set is a lot, like the data set is a big value. If there is a lot of data, you can use this. And then there is a planned. So you can read about these, like the differences between these, the documentation. Currently we are getting the exact output, but these differ. So they all work internally very different. So you can just go to the documentation and see how do they work. But this is the way in which you like, instead of limiting yourself to get the count by fetching all the rows, you can use this header way. So if I just remove this header and just show you, like if I hit the API will work very fine, and now you will see there is no count involved in it. We are getting a range like from 0 to 999. We are getting the output. So all right. So this is the short tutorial which I want to show it, right? And this is like uh, pretty much easier way to implement pagination, infinite scrolling, or what not all. You can just implement if you want. Also, you can use it at other places as well where you want to fetch the count and want to show the count and all. So the exact same thing Supabase does with its. You can use it at other places as well where you want to fetch the count and want to show the count and all. So the exact same thing Supabase does with its SDK. You ask for the count, it and then provide it, like if you want exact blend or estimated count, it will give you the count in the exact same way. It just parse the headers and give you the result. So this is something raw, uh, which you should be knowing how Supabase is working internally if you wanna scale the product or if you wanna excel in something. So I hope you like the video. If you do, just hit the like button. I have hit 150 subscriber. I haven't channel for like past 2 months. I have not been uploading videos. I've not been working on this channel, but I have thought of like, let's start it again and let's see where we goes with it. So till then, bye bye. Happy coding.